I know. Who am I going live in the middle of the afternoon? Listen, Facebook was being weird, and I have some things that I want to share. So here we are, live in the middle of the afternoon. I don't even know who I am or what is even happening over here right now. I'm looking for a straw. I just made a bevy. So hi everyone. This is a very weird time that I'm going live. I completely understand that. And if you are very confused, if you're like, what is happening right now? Why is she going live in the middle of the afternoon? I get it. Facebook was being super weird, but hi, here we are. How are you? So it's just the middle of the afternoon and we're going live. Okay. I have some stuff that I want to share specifically with my fellow Team Beachbody, Team Body coaches. Now it can apply to everyone, but I really have some stuff that I really want to specifically share with my Team Beachbody, Team Body coaches. And I'm probably going to, for those of you that are Team Beachbody, Team Body, I say both because, we're making the transition in 2023, but not everyone knows what that is. For those of you that are in the champions page, you might even see this later today. Let me turn off request to go live. If you are partnered with, affiliated with, collaborating with, building a business with the Team Beachbody business, Team Body business, will you put yes in the comments while I get some ice? Will you do that for me? I'm making a bevy. Okay, good. So for all my Team Beachbody / Team Body coaches, and I'm going to request to go live in the champions page as well. That has to be approved. It has to be approved so that JV's not rogue in the champions page. I'm going to request, so you may hear this again, but I'm feeling this strongly as I'm talking to my own coaches, as I'm talking to all of you on Energize Live in the morning, as I'm getting the pulse of the network. First of all, what are you doing on Instagram right now? Like, why is it that you are on here and you see me going live? What are you doing? Remember, I'm talking to my coaches. I'm talking to my people who raise their hand to build a life-changing business with this incredible company. Tell me, what are you doing? What are you doing on Instagram right now? If you are a coach. If you're not a coach, you can listen in, but don't be getting on my comments going, Like, what are you doing? What's that mean, Mandy? Lunch break. What does that mean? Oh, you were working and you got a notification. Oh, so you weren't scrolling, you just got a notification. That's amazing. I don't know who You Built 365 is, but if you're holding yourself back because you want to make some sort of snarky comment, go ahead and make it so that I can take you off. You're scrolling after work. Okay, but you're a coach, right? You're a coach. Okay, you got a notification. Okay, that's amazing. I'm at the office working on my law firm. Okay, but did you get a notification? Lori, did you get a notification? Which is awesome because I don't always get that. I don't always get a notification. What? No, Rachel. No. Let's get no. Let's get really real, Rachel. And this is why I'm asking this question. You're looking for ideas to post things to get people attention for your business? No. People aren't doing business with other people. They're doing business with you. They're doing business for you. Okay, I love that there's notifications. That's amazing. I love that so much. I didn't even know that happened. I love all of you so much. So here's the deal. Here's what I think is happening. I think there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. There's a lot of stuff in our business that's happening. There's a lot of stuff in the world that's happening. And there's just a lot of noise. That's not what we're talking about right now, Courtney. There's a lot of noise. Perfect example. There's a lot of noise. And it's the example that I have been using with my own team is that it's like people have turned the house lights on. They've turned the house lights on. And people have raised their hand and said, I want to be a coach and I want to build a business and I want to go after this big dream and I want to do this. But we've got the house lights on for everybody and we're not actually turning the spotlight on to our goals and dreams and where we need to go. So we've opened up Facebook, we've opened up Instagram, we've opened up TikTok, and we're scrolling around without any real direction. And then we're wondering why our business isn't moving forward. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. There's a lot of house lights on and not a lot of spotlights on. And tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if that's not what you're feeling right now. Tell me if you're not feeling like there's a lot of stuff happening in the world and that there's a lot of diffused energy. There's a lot of diffused energy in the world and in ourselves. Remember, whenever I'm talking, I am always 100% including myself. Okay? I'm always 100% including myself in this. Okay, we're randomly scrolling. We don't need to open up a social media app to get inspiration from someone else to know what to share about our business. If you're doing the things in your business that you should be doing, you don't need to open up a social media app to, let me see if I can get some inspiration. No, that's called doing your workout, doing your personal development, plugging in with your nutrition, and connecting with your community, okay? We don't need to open up a social media app and get inspiration for what to post about our business. It's our business. So where we've gotten off track is we've lost the cadence. I talked about this on Energize Live one morning, I think last week. We've lost the cadence of what we want to do. And again, we go back and say, I've got these big dreams and I've got these big goals. And we've lost the cadence of actually moving towards them. Why? Because we have diffused energy. Because our house lights are on instead of our spotlight. So if you are in, I guess really any network marketing business, of course, you know my heart is with the Team Beachbody business because that's what's changed my life. So, you know, for the snarky people who are like, I'm like, sorry, you don't get to make any comments about my own truth and my own journey, and this has changed my life. So we've lost the cadence and the rhythm in actually moving towards our goals, towards our dreams. So I need you to make me a deal this month, okay? I'm gonna ask you to make me a deal this month. And before I tell you what I'm gonna ask you to do, I just need you to tell me if you're gonna make me a deal. Yes or no in the comments. Will you make me a deal this month, the month of November, which is already 2 days in? Will you make me a deal? Let me know while I drink my bevy. Also, how awesome is this cup? Okay. This is a new brand that I'm experimenting with, Swig. If you go buy something there, tag me if you do, because I'm kind of obsessed with them. I ordered a couple others, and my friend Amber sent me one that I should have that's like Christmas dogs. I'm like, yes, I need to have that. Okay, hi Jenny Carpenter. Here's the deal that we're making, okay? Here's the deal. Number one, we are not going to make any more excuses. Number one, there will be no more excuses. There will be no more of, I have too many children. My children are too young. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where to start. I'm so busy. I'm overwhelmed. No. Number one, there will be no more excuses. Type it in the comments. Number one, there will be no more excuses. No, I'm over it. I'm tired of it. We're not in a pandemic anymore. It's time to get back to work. Number one, there will be no more excuses. Because you can have results or you can have excuses. You cannot have both. You can have dreams and goals or you can have being comfortable. But you can't have both. You can have, I'm going to do the work and it's going to be a challenge, but I'm still going to stay focused on my goals and dreams. Or you can have a life that looks exactly the same this time next year as you do right now. So no more excuses, number one. Because guess what? There's someone in this world who has a life way harder than you do, and they're making their goals and dreams come true. There's someone in this world right now far less qualified than you. They're making their goals and dreams come true. Number one, no more excuses. Number two, you need a tracker. If you have not read The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, please go get it. A tracker for anything takes the emotion out of what you're doing and makes it based on data. Okay, so let's say yes, Brenna, my friend Ruth Schroner said that to me. She said it at a call I was on. Your heart is not special. I've never forgotten that. I love that so freaking much. So freaking much. You need a tracker. You need to read The Compound Effect if you have not read it. If you haven't read it for a while, go back and read it. You need a tracker. Let's say you want to make a change in your financial situation. You would track that, right? That's called a budget. You would track where money's going out, where money's coming in, like you would track it. If you want to make a change in your results with your lifting program, you would track that. Think about your child when you're potty training your child. You track that, don't you? You track it because it takes the emotion out of it. It's just data. So if you want to do something, remember, I'm talking to my coaches. I'm really talking to anyone in any kind of network marketing. If you want to do something with your business, and by do something, I mean get closer to your goals and dreams, you're going to track it. And what I know about the Team Beachbody space, soon to be Team Body, what I know about that space is that we have a beautifully designed business activity tracker. I am guessing other businesses have tools like that as well. A business activity tracker. If you are a Team Beachbody, soon to be Team Body, I'm going to be saying that for like a year, coach, do you have the business activity tracker? Listen to me closely. Print it off for the remaining weeks of this year. Printed off. Do you have the business activity tracker printed off for the remaining weeks of the year? Yes or no in the comments. I'm also losing my voice, which is probably not good with Super Weekend coming up this weekend. I'll wait. Heather Pittman, aren't you getting up at like 3 a.m. and doing things? Like, what are you doing? You must work outside the home and you're getting like your workout in before you're going to that. Business activity tracker, printed off for the remaining weeks of this year. Oh, but I'm here to build a business. Really? Are you? Because if we're not tracking, how do you know what you're doing? Do you see how the actions, what we're saying and our actions have to align? They have to align. Huge kudos to you that have it printed off for every week of the rest of the year. Huge kudos to you. Big time. Oh, but I really want to build a business that changes my life. Do you though? Do you though? Okay, that's number 2. We have a tracker. Part 2 of 2. Who knew when they opened up their Instagram at 4 p.m. in the afternoon that JV was going to come on like, rah, with this. I just can't with women playing small. I just can't. You're too amazing and extraordinary, and you're playing small by not doing the basic stuff that will amplify everything that you have in your life already. Okay. Part 2 of question 2. Do you have the business activity tracker? Is it printed off for the remaining weeks of the year? Part 2 of that is, are you using it? Are you using it? You have the tracker. You've printed it off. Are you using it? Or, I want to build a business, but I haven't printed off the tracker. Okay, then clearly you aren't using it. So are you using it? Have you printed it off, ready through the end of the year, and are you using it? Are you using it? I could have the most gorgeous weight set out in my garage gym. And guess what I actually need to do with that gorgeous weight set? I actually need to pick it up and do something with it. I actually need to pick up the weights. They could look really pretty, but unless I'm actually picking them up and doing something with them, they're not going to give me any results. So why? So Fitness Guru 87. Is your hair still pink? I love that. Gosh, I wish I was bold enough to do that. Fitness Guru 87. Why did you go to the trouble of printing it off, but you haven't been using it? I'm really genuinely, like, I think sometimes because I'm a Scorpio and I have a lot of passion and I'm very bold, sometimes people can misinterpret my questions as condescending when I need you to know from my heart that's not what I'm asking. That's not how it's coming out. I am genuinely curious why we've printed it off, but you aren't using it. I am genuinely curious. Why? And so Joy, why are you not consistent with filling it out? I'm genuinely curious. If we can get, why? Why do we have it and we have it printed, but we're not filling it out? Why do we have it and we have it printed, but we're not using it? What's the underlying root there that's keeping you from doing that? I'll tell you what I think it is after you tell me what you think it is. Because we've got number one. What was number one? No more excuses. Number two, we're getting a tracker. 2A, are you using it? And if you've got it printed off and it's ready and it's right there for you, but you're not using it, why are you not using it? This is my question. So I need to take a drink. I need someone to put it here in the comments, just what their initial thoughts are. So Joy, sometimes you do the work, but you don't track. You run into it being so late. So wait a minute. I just want to make sure I'm clear. Again, not condescending. I'm just trying to be clear. You're doing your work late. Maybe you work full time outside the home. Maybe your kids' activities are late. I totally get that. My daughter used to have marching band competitions. They would end at like 1 a.m. I'm like, ma'am, I'm asleep at 1 a.m. So I understand. Kids' activities sometimes run late. So my question is, if you're up doing the work and you're already up and it's late, why wouldn't you just take a minute and track? How does it being late if you're already up doing the work? Or are you saying you've done the work in the day and by the time you get to the tracker, it's late? Yeah, but how long does it take to track? A minute? You could do that while you're peeing. You have the intention of using it, life got in the way. No, there's no life get in the way. That little situation, we must take that out because everything that's happening in life just is life. That just is life. There's no life gets in the way. No, that is actually the experience of life. Okay? And don't you at me and go, well, you don't have any idea. You're right. I don't have any idea of your particular situation, but I do know my particular situations. And I do know that just because someone doesn't see something on social media, it doesn't mean that there aren't real hard challenges happening in people's lives behind the scene. We all have hard. We all have challenges. We all have rocky seasons. Whether you know about it, whether you see it on social media or not, everybody has that. So it's not that life got in the way. That just actually is life. That's called being a human being and living an actual life. So not tracking has nothing to do with life getting in the way. It has to do with you haven't made that a habit. Now, why haven't you made it a habit? Because you're not connecting it to your goals and dreams. You're not connecting that habit to your goals and dreams. It does, Lauren. It does need to be somewhere where you see every day. So, listen. This is why I came on. This is why I came on. I have so much belief and passion in the extraordinary power of women. And I want to literally beat my head into the wall when I see women playing small. When I see women literally doing themselves a disservice. When I see women who are so afraid of success that they will literally sabotage themselves to not succeed. And then those same women are going to get to the end of their life and they're going to woulda, coulda, shoulda, and why didn't I do this, and why didn't I do this, and why didn't I do this? My friend Jess Griffiths said this. I've never forgotten when she said this. You know, because I think in terms of children too, and my children. You know, I had no idea that my oldest daughter was going to become, you know, this high level marching band color guard person, and it was going to cost thousands of dollars for her to do this. I had no idea that my middle daughter was going to become a high level ballerina, and it was going to cost thousands, like in all caps, for her to do that. I had no idea that my youngest daughter was going to want to become a musical theater person and pursue that and go to private school in New York, and then it was going to cost like double thousands, you know, in all. I had no idea that any of that was going to happen, right? But here we are. We have children, and we know they're going to want to do something. What would have happened if, I'll use Josie, my middle one, as an example. Mom, I want to go to this ballet summer intensive. It's going to cost X amount of dollars, da 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 da. And I would have looked at her and said, you know what? I actually have an opportunity in my life that could help me create some income that might help support you in your goals and dreams. But, you know, life just got in the way and I just couldn't fill out my tracker. So I'm sorry, honey, you can't go to that summer intensive, which is your life's passion. You can't go to that because I just didn't want to fill out my tracker. Take that in for a minute. Take that in for a minute. I'm sorry, Jessie. I know you'd love to go to New York City and go to a school where musical theater is the focus and it could help you pursue your goals and dreams. And I have a business opportunity in my hands that could help me help you do that, to pursue your passions and your goals and dreams, you know, because that is kind of my responsibility as a parent. But I just don't feel like printing off my tracker and filling it out. I just don't feel like sending that invite to that person. Oh, Jenna, you want to go on that really amazing trip to Europe with your choir? Oh, I could probably help you with that. But I just don't feel like printing off my tracker. Life just got in the way and I couldn't print off my tracker. But I actually did print it off, but then I just didn't use it, Jenna. So I'm sorry, you can't take that trip. I'm sorry, Josie, I can't send you to that ballet summer intensive, which is your life's passion. I'm sorry, Jessie, I can't send you to school in New York, which is the thing you were put here on earth to do. I can't do that because I didn't feel like printing off my tracker. I didn't feel like truly leaning into an opportunity that was placed in my life for a reason and doing the work to make it happen. If you won't do it for you, there are people in your life who need you to do it for them. So, number 1, no more excuses. Number 2, where's your tracker? Number 3, or 2A, are you using it? And number 3, I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the business. I know that. So here's what I need you to do. In the comments, please, what is your goal for November in terms of business? Okay. If you type help people, I'm going to get a clean straw. I'm going to get a straw and come through and poke you in the eyeball. Okay. So what is your goal in your business for the month of November? 1. I want 1. 1. Hey, you know, those people can walk by. It's okay. Diffused energy. She's diffused energy. No. Be me is not a goal. Nope. Well then, Pooja, did I say that correctly? Pooja, if you're Success Club 4 and your goal for November is Success Club 6, sorry girl, not big enough. Not acceptable. I said it. 1 goal. 1. Start my business is not cross-offable. It's got to be something you can cross off. No one can define start my business. Did I say it correctly? Okay, good. Put a number on that. Fitness Guru, put a number on that. Success Hub 12 by the 15th. Success Hub 10. Done. Okay. So take your tracker and put that goal at the top of it. Take your tracker. Hi, Brock Johnson. How are you? Take your tracker, put that goal at the top of it. Now, here's where it gets really real. Okay, listen to me closely. Turn your house lights off, get your spotlight on. House lights off, get your spotlight on. Put your head down on that tracker, and there should be nothing else that happens in your... Do not raise your head up. Do not do any... Head down. You do the work until on November 30th, you look up and that goal is ready to be checked off. I don't care. That's right. House lights off, spotlight on. I don't care what new promotion Beachbody or whatever other network marketing or business that you're with, I don't care what promotion they run. I don't care what special flavor they do. I don't care. Get your head down on that tracker with your goal, and you don't look up till November 30th. I know that it can feel like the world's falling apart. We're in a charged political season. Listen, I live in Florida. It is like the freaking Wild West down here. I get it. You put your head down on that tracker because I believe that the world needs us now more than ever. The world needs humans out at their best. The world needs humans who are moving their bodies, who are fueling their bodies, who are fueling their minds, who are fueling their souls, and who are putting their light and their talents and their gifts out into the world unapologetically. The world needs us right now. You want a better world? Be a better you. Get your tracker, put that goal on that tracker, put your head down, and I don't care what happens outside that tracker. I literally do not care. You put your head down, you get into a cadence every day of how you are going to make those activities happen. You go check, 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 check. You look up on November 30th. Whether you've hit your goal or not, you better be able to put your head on the pillow and go, you know what? I got after it. And the house lights were turned off and my spotlight was turned on. You want to make progress? You got to get focused. Diffused energy, diffused results. Diffused energy, diffused results. Get to work. And I'm going to give you a little bit of, maybe just a little social media bit. Not to put Brock on the spot, but we'll see what he says about this. I know Instagram's sexy. I love Instagram. I love me some Instagram. This is my platform. Oh my gosh, the fact that I get to get on here and there are people from all over the world that I get to connect with. I love it so much. I love it so much. But do you know where I built my business? The majority of my business. Do you know where I found people to come take my fitness classes, where I started my business, where I built the foundation of my business? Do you know where that happened? That happened on Facebook. Okay, I know Facebook, maybe it's not quite as sexy as Instagram. And it feels like it's kind of stodgy sometimes, and they don't show notifications, just a weird place. I know that. But chances are for you, Facebook is your warm market. Chances are, Facebook is your warm market. Instagram is your fun market. So when you put your head down and you're looking at that tracker and you're looking at who to invite and you're thinking, who do I want to share this incredible opportunity with? Look at your people that are already with you on Facebook. Deal? Do we have a deal there? Because I know it's so easy to get lured into Instagram. Y'all, I love Instagram so much. I love it, love it, love it, love it. But it's not where I built my business, right? Okay. I went longer than what I was planning to. I literally was planning to. Hold on, we're going to go over here. My husband's like, let me know when you're done. I need to come in. I went longer than I thought. I was literally just going to go a few minutes and just say, get your tracker and let's get to work. But you know how it is when it's me. It goes longer than what I think. I believe so deeply in you, and I don't even have to know you. I don't even have to know you to know that I believe in you. Because I believe deeply in the power of the human potential. I believe deeply in the power of the female human potential even more. And if you have a business in your life, if you are blessed enough to have a business in your life that you can build and you can expand and you can literally use it to create the life that you want to create on purpose with purpose, then you have an obligation to build it because someone's watching you and they need to see you do it, so they give themselves permission to do it. So if you won't do it for you, do it for the people that are watching you. No more excuses. It's time to get busy tracking. And we're going to get back to the social media platforms where where our people are. And we're going to remember that we literally can create our life on purpose to purpose, but we have to show up and do the work. And it's time to get back to work. House lights off, spotlights on. Focus your energy. Where your attention goes, your energy will flow. And when you look up on November 30th, you're going to tag me on November 30th. And we're going to talk about the progress that you made. Progress equals happiness. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you so much for being here on the middle of the afternoon. I'm so grateful that we can come on and hang out together. And I may, if you're in the Team Beachbody world, I may be in the Champions page at some point too. But I just needed to have a convo with you. So let's go get to work. This doesn't start tomorrow. This starts right now. Go get to work. I believe in you.